Oh, back on this again. Off we go. Hi guys, Retro Trek Ralph for the Star Trek Next Generation Build US Enterprise D Model Magazine Build Series from Eaglemoss HeroCollector. Magazine 20, this time we're going to be carrying on with stage 70. So 70 comes with 70, 77, come on. This is why you don't edit. So this is what we've got now. We've got lifeboats again. So we're going to put lifeboats in. I said I don't understand fully why we're doing it as far as here. Because I think this is all that's in. Yes, 77 has got this little bit. So put lifeboats in, then put these 4 pieces in, then put the phaser bank on, then put the 2 windows in, then put the bit on the back. Because it's not really showing there's a light on there. I think it's just ambient light coming through from one of these windows anyway. Because one will be clear, one will be black. And then we go for the shoulder section. The haunches, shall we say. So let me get this underway. You've seen plenty of my videos before. I am sure you have, and putting these in place is absolutely dead easy. Just make sure you put the red part furthest away from the narrow end of the panel. So once I put it in place, and I put all 4 of these panels in, which they are, is that the F? Yes, that's the F. Is that the D? I'll just say L on top of it. That's the D. No, that's the D, yes. Next part is got 1 on its own, so that goes that way around. So you've got a little bit, they've got quite a lot of indentation on that one. So that goes down there, and then the big one there, the C, goes that way. So once the lifeboat's in place, these are on. They don't really fully cover everything in. I'm not that OCD about light blockage, light leakage anyway, because I can see the edge of here, and all the way across over here, unless that's... Okay, lifeboats, windows, and then that piece will go in over here as well, which is one of those pieces that this notch here goes into there, and then it holds itself in place, and then screwed down, and it will hold the windows in place. So, it'll take a minute, give it a second. A few screws later, and a phaser bank in place as well. So this is the part here. It doesn't really seem to fit right. I've got this lifeboat which doesn't seem to be that straight. Some bits of this that do not. Actually, the other ones don't seem on either. I might remove that and see what the problem is. I don't like unscrewing these screws anyway, because they don't seem to either cut in properly, or they don't seem to do what they're supposed to. Maybe that top bit lips down and comes in. I don't know. Might do. Yeah, there's a little latch on there, lip on there for it. Maybe that one does that one as well. Yeah. So these top ones look like they might come down on one corner and then come in. Or is it just these haven't been pushed in properly? I'll try that again. It might just be it's tough luck, that's how they go. That in, holding it in place. If this does work, I'll do the other one. Maybe not. Looks okay to you up there, but there's a little more shadow on that middle one. Could do with being squashed in place, but this is the problem with these, is that when you're held in on one side for screws and not on the other, it's gonna not really go right. Okay, let's do that in place as that to start with. I assume that gets done with the next done. Allowing the windows to the battle section. Okay, so we have that bit already there. So I'm thinking on this, the battle section. Is that the size of the saucer? Not saucer. The navigation deflector. It's quite large. I thought it was a little smaller than that, so I thought maybe an extra bit which comes, I don't know. So we have one set of lights which go on this side here. We have this which goes in which way? It's domed anyway, so it's got to be either that way or that way. It looks like it isn't that. Oh, it is that way. Oh, it is that way. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. Right. So I'm going to put a couple of BP screws in there and here. Maybe this one, but I'm going to leave these two for a second till I thread the cable underneath and get that in place so it makes it secure. Panel in place. Done. Happy. Doesn't matter which way around these go, they're just LEDs as long as they're secured in behind that little tooth that's inside there. Done. Tailbath section lights, yeah, and slot both ends in, BP screws, all 5 of them. So that bit's done and sorted. Now, while we've got 78, let me get rid of that. We'll get you onto the next one. There we go. Movie magic, obviously, movie magic. So we want this lighting section here, which is underneath here. So that's going to be just a slot in place, is it? Or are we actually going to be using it? No, we're going to be using that next time. So again, this is just jumping round, which is just weird. Hooray! That's quite nice. Okay, so then put it set aside. So we could have had one of them with it. Okay, so now we want the piece here. Let's go into that. The B section wants all these big windows in here. So it's a really big, silly oddball windows anyway. I'm going to put these in place. I've got these 2 panels here as well, which I will be putting lights on them. There are 1, 2, there are 3 sets of lights here. So we have anything different with them. I've got yellow, white, black, red, yellow, blue, black, red, yellow, white, black, red. So those 2 are the same. Where's that one from? So we are using the yellow, the black, yellow, blue. Okay, yes, right. So we're using one of these and one of these. Have I got 2 in this set? Is another one going somewhere else? Yeah. Okay, they're going on the top bit here afterwards. Right, so there's 2 bits there we're not using. So I do need... Whoa, hold on. So that's another piece there. That's the 3rd one we need to rig up from on here. So we have this piece, which then come into the bottom of. No, okay. Let's hold on a second. Piece goes in there. Once the windows are in place, that one is that one for this side. It lips over. This one will go over there as so. Paint in the middle of that, so I can't really get into there. That's good. So let me put the windows in place, screw this panel in, and put 1, 2, 3, 4. So the white one goes on the right. The greeny yellow goes on that side. So this one will go in later into the model itself. So that panel's now in place and done, screwed in, just like that. It wants you to put these 90 degrees that way, that way. I'm going to put these... I'm going to hold on a second with them. Because they all want to go 90 degrees that way, except that one must be that way. That's why they give you a built-in tip there for that. Now, there's a wire there, and I need to make a little bit of a tidy on here anyway. The wire goes in and then threads through, so I need to get the saucer section out. Let's just get in a little bit of a pain. So what we'll get is that, and that piece will go into place. So, another pause, one sec. This wire is now in place. So it wants to go on this last one here on the middle section. I just got it wrong. So I'm looking at the magazine a different way around to what the actual model is. So that goes there, test the lights, yes it works. So that comes through this gap here, both go underneath here, whereas the white one comes out on this bit and comes across here like that. The red and blue, red and black, yes, carries on underneath this part here and then comes up before the join. Does show it's actually there more than anything, but that's fine. So now I want this piece Then I need to thread the cables underneath. I need to turn this round or that round, one or the other. Just try and, because I'm just so disorientated, it's ridiculous. No, because that's going down, that's going that way. Why can I not see that? Yeah. Right. So we have that there. That wants to go that way. Yes, these all want to go that way. We'll lip underneath everything. So we have, I'll do this right one first. It goes underneath where? 1, 2, go straight to that corner there. Because that's this level, 1, 2, third bit in. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 goes underneath here then. To this gap that's in, that's not even there. Okay. Why is it wanting to go there? There is no gap there. What am I missing, Ralph? What am I missing? That's bit over there, you dingwat. Right, okay. So cabling goes in there. So where do I go from there? Kind of goes back, and keeps going back. And then goes back. Okay, that's easy enough to do. Once you figure out you're not an idiot. Right. Come on. Should you really use different tweezers for this? I've got some flat headed tweezers and not pointy ones. This one now goes into the second, really close to the edge, right underneath here. So round about there. So go that way, that way. I'm just glad I haven't got anything on the first circuit board. Oh, while you're there, just dismantle off your ship. Okay, that's that in. I do fear that when we get round to doing this, there'll be certain bits that just don't line up right. Now, this second one here, because that goes that way. Oh, I've done it wrong then. Goes in this second part. So it goes in. Onto third bit in there, then carries on going up here, come on Ralph, we can do it, there we go, and goes into this bottom corner of the third board, which is here. Only one on its own. Come on, in you go, right way around, come on, in you go. There we go, right. So all being well, that's that done. So I've got 2 wires, lights up here. I've got 4 attached to there, which should go in the middle there. I can always pull those through when they fit. So that goes there. Ooh, this is going to get tight. Okay. Again, cable management is very essential for this. I was like, why did that one be pushed that way and that other one want to go the other way? You lied to me, Eaglemoss. You lied to me. I think actually what I did is one went the wrong way and the other went the other. That's fine. I'm going that way now. Cables are being stuck underneath things now. I don't think it wants me to attach this just yet. But I want to test fit, make sure that nothing is trapped. That looks good to me. So, then comes the easy part. Then get 2, which wires are these? I've got a, hold on. I have a black and red. Identify from black and red cable. Ta-da! Got that one here. Which that will go in there. I'll be gluing that in place. And then 77, the black and... So the yellow one wants to be stayed out of the way for a little bit. Because I think it doesn't want to go on anything at the minute. Yes, so that wants to go there. So one cable there, one cable there. I'm going to glue them in place, make it easier for myself. Then I can put that piece in, and then I can try and then get on with it. Oh, blimey. That was a finger pincher. It doesn't seem to go fully into this edge part here. So you've got to just try and push it in and then tighten in with the screws. It doesn't seem to want to go properly. There's a bit of gap. So this part here has to, as before, goes underneath and then just locks the edge into place. But it's not a straight part. It kind of comes down a little bit because of the curve. So it doesn't fully fit properly. I think a lot of this is going to be like this now. So when this sauce is finished, the better. It will not just plop into place. It's fine and happy. But that's the build. You make sure your cable's run the right way around. I put the bends the wrong way around on these, but it doesn't matter so much. I've got this cable here for future. I assume there's another one over the other side. No. Well, I'm sure I can probably either find out, it'll show up eventually. But actually that one might go. No, it won't. One thing that gets me a little bit, let me turn the light off here a second. Watch this panel here. I'll turn the light on. There are barely any lights. There's 4 LEDs down here and there's 2 on the top. These are all working, but there are barely any lights. I can see when that's the thing with all of this on here, there's barely any lights and they're not shining through enough. These, when they're coming through, they're actually attached to the skeleton part. Yeah, fine. You can see that and that one, no problem. The rest of it all along here, it's a little bit hit and miss at the minute. So that seems to be that. Yeah, wrong Cupid. So yeah, that is what it all looks like so far. I just want to test something. While you're still here, and if you're still watching, thank you. Let's try a little bit of this. We have a little bit of that. I thought that. Because I wasn't quite sure whether or not that piece would be anything in particular. We're not actually attaching this to the backbone yet, which is quite strange. I'll ignore that for a second. Does that go in anywhere? So that might go in there. So far, only killing one light. So far, that goes in there. I think we are still a piece missing for the bodywork. Yeah. That doesn't seem to screw into anywhere at all, that. Although it does fit there rather well. Actually, there is a bit there, that's a screw. I assume underneath the board as well. So we have got the size there of the secondary hull. If that goes back into place again. So we are missing another section there, which would be nice. I mean, we can be another one to fit these panels in here. Maybe a bit of the skeleton as well to fit in there. Actually, that should go in there. Yes, it does go in there. Of course, because there's pieces on the skeleton which will latch into, and the other 2 pieces are there. So we are missing like a V-shaped panel there. Hopefully, coming soon. Or if not, in a few more episodes. Then we turn around and we do the underside as well. Then I'd love to know which piece it is going to be, which is going to be the final one. Which it's either going to clip in place or it's got to be lifeboats again, so it screws in place, and then that's it. And that's the way you go into it if you're going to dismantle and put things back in place. So, another bit here. Hold on. That will go in there and then there. So yeah, we are another piece missing. That's as near as, damn it, the entire size. I do actually like the secondary hull more than I do the the saucer. Ah, dear. This will get done eventually, Ralph. I know it will. It's just time at the moment. It's an absolute nightmare. So yeah, done. It's not in place properly. That will just fall off. But if that goes in, and then I assume it will go, and then back and latch into place. Potentially, it won't do at the moment, but yeah, it will do. We'll latch into place, and then now I was going to say it might screw down into place, but what are these 2 parts here? That's part of the centre part anyway. There's holes. There's got to be something going through, but there isn't. Okay, it's a jigsaw puzzle that's going to be concluded whenever Eaglemoss send me some more stuff. Nothing in the post as yet as the filming of this, but hopefully anytime soon there'll be the next part 21 coming my way. So with that in mind, thank you very much for watching, and if you got this far, thank you very, very much. Please like, subscribe, follow me on social media, and consider being a Patreon, consider donating to the channel. Anything you want, if it's cold hard cash, whether or not if it's a model kit or if something that I can fix on the retro tech sort of side, fine. That's not a problem at all. I love doing all of it. That in mind, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.